guys, what's going on? Sincere here with whoissincere.com, Anon Radio Live, and the All Rights Matter show. I want to bring you a quick video here talking about this article that I just found here on cbslocal.com for Baltimore. And you can read the title there. Baltimore school police officer seen slapping young man in video. So here we have again, excuse me, here we have again more violence from police officers. Now, for copyright reasons, I can't play the video, but I can tell you that I'll leave a link below so you can check that out in the description section. Let me tell you this. I'll show you the pictures. It's violent. I mean, it's violent. It's wrong. No child deserves to be, treated like this in school. Now, I don't know this, excuse me, this situation surrounding what was going on before this. It's like really a few second clip, but it looks like the young man wasn't even hitting back or anything. He was just getting slapped in the face and then kicked by this police officer, and he pretty much left out of the camera scene. So I'm going to play that for you guys. Actually, not play it for you. I'm going to just show you a few pictures here. And of course they can't show the kid, but you can see this is a big police officer. This is a big guy. This kid doesn't appear to be that big. You can see he's, trying to defend himself, and this guy is just wailing at him. You can see him kicking him up against the wall. This is what's going on inside our schools. This is what you guys have to realize. This is inside of a school. Okay? So all you guys that want police officers inside the school, all the corruption that's going on out on the streets, guess what? It'll be in the schools. It'll be with your children. They'll grow up getting institutionalized by the thought process of being abused and harassed and intimidated by law enforcement in their presence consistently, all the time. So especially for those that live in the rougher neighborhoods, so they'll go to school, be surrounded by police officers all day, and then they'll go home and be surrounded by police officers all day. We're talking about 24/7, pretty much surrounded by law enforcement. And that's what our kids are growing up into now. And a lot more schools are popping up across the country implementing law enforcement inside of the school system. Now, have we seen an increase in violence as far as mass shootings inside of the schools? Yes, but let me also tell you this. If you really look back at the statistics, and if you dig deep enough through the papers, you'll see that this is nothing new. This has been happening for a long time, but it's become a hot topic issue for politicians. And that's why it's talked about so much, because it's highly politicized. And I'm just keeping it real. So they take the sensitive aspect of these school shootings, which they try to make it seem like this is something that just started happening in our country. This has been going on, guys, for a long time. So they take this and then they put the sensitive spin on it, and then they pass their policies, they pass their plans, and then they, part of the policies is let's add officers to the school. Your elected officials have to, vote on this. Your school boards have to vote on this to make this happen. And they do it. They appropriate the funds, and next thing you know, the school is staffed with official law enforcement officers that carry guns and a badge. So when they're having a bad day, this is what might happen to your son or daughter. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this. We just saw recently a young lady that was down in Texas that was picked up and just thrown across the room. I mean, like a rag doll by a big bodybuilding, guy that was probably a little bit bigger than this guy. I don't know, maybe about the same size. Either way, these are children we're talking about. And if you know anything about children, they don't have the same strength as adults. We're a lot more resolute in our strength, if you will. So a grown man's strength is, I should say a child's strength is nothing comparable to a grown man's strength. It's just the facts. So slapping, repeatedly kicking this kid. So what happened to him? Let's get down to that. Now the head of the Baltimore School Police Force is on administrative leave, and 2 of his officers reassigned for what was caught on tape. They didn't even know about the tape until WJZ brought it to their attention. A bystander that was part of the community said he's lucky that wasn't my little brother, because I would be in jail right now. He had no right doing that. So, you know, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Carl, Chief Officer of School Supports, Carl Perry, said, I was totally appalled at what I saw today. Let me see. I'm a parent and I'm totally appalled at what I saw in that video. No matter what the circumstances are, I am totally appalled. Now, that's Perry, Carl Perry, the Chief Officer of School Supports, and he's letting you know it doesn't even matter what the circumstances are. That shouldn't have been happening. Okay? And it shouldn't have been happening, guys. So I just wanted to bring you guys this story because we've been, you know, we've been seeing a lot of election stuff on TV, but, you know, they've been saturating and they're doing their daily scheduled programming of everyone's mind. So they've been saturating everybody with all of this false narrative, political propaganda BS. When we really have real issues that are critically affecting our children and their education, right now. It's happening right now. This is not something coming down the pipeline or something they're talking about or discussing. This is, you know, a lot of schools across this country are implementing police officers, you know, younger and younger. Pretty soon, you know, you'll have, you know, every kindergarten staffed with a police officer. So this is where we're going, guys. This is what we're looking at. Law enforcement in every part of your life. Okay, I can't stress it enough. That's where we're going. That's why it's so important for what I'm about to start talking about. We have to withdraw our support from the system. We just have to do it, guys. We can't keep participating in this corrupt system. For what? What is it going to benefit us? We're going to lose in the end anyway. So we might as well withdraw our support and try some unity. So, I mean, really put some action behind All Rights Matter. So that's how I'm about to start approaching the situation. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of feeling helpless. That's what I feel like, guys, helpless. When I see a guy with a gun and a badge and his baton and handcuffs, okay, carrying out his official duties, his patch, carrying out his official duties, being paid by our tax dollars. When I see this happening, you know, and I know that I can't help the situation, I'm tired of feeling helpless. You know, we can stand outside and protest all day, but I say we take another route now. It's time to stop asking, and I have some great ideas of things that we can do. We don't have to ask anymore. As a matter of fact, we can build our own schools and decide what we want there and what we don't want there. So, the day and age for this stuff, if we come together and unify effectively, the day and age for this stuff can be over with in a matter of, literally within a matter of a couple years. Seriously. So, you know, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but this stuff pisses me off when I see this. And if you have children, you'll understand. I pray to God that the children don't ever have to go through anything like this. This is terrible. So just want to keep you guys alert. Want to show you guys what's going on. As always, guys, download my app below. It's in the description section. I have all my news articles there. I have my radio show there, everything else. And as always, guys, stay alert, stay alive.